Okay, we're live.
Let's go.
We are live. So yeah, hey folks.
Hey guys, how you doing? Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah, happy Friday, man.
Hey
Yeah,
Daniel.
Daniel. Happy Friday, dude. It's another Friday, man.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, how's it going, Kenton? How's it going?
pretty good. Woke up early, stretched, played some video games.
What video games do you play anyway?
Well, I was playing Generation Zero with my friend. It's like a robot apocalyptic game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a survival shooter. It's pretty fun. And then I play like Apex Legends and
Okay.
like builder games like City Skylines, Planet Coaster, relaxing
Okay,
games.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, me. I'm tired.
Woke up early as usual. I'm guessing, huh?
I'm exhausted there. I got up at 1 in the morning.
Whoa, you've been up since then?
I got up at 1, went to the gym, did about an hour and a half of cardio, 45 minutes of weights, got home, ate, and got everything set up for the podcast today. And man, I
Yeah,
am tired.
yeah. Mostly I do the stuff the night before, but yeah, I was up early doing all the stuff
I'm like,
today.
but yeah, but I want to thank. I just want to say thank you to the new subscribers I got because of the Tom Grassi interview video. It was a major success, and people are still watching it now. so, so I just want to say thank you to those people who subscribe. And yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah, I watched that video like 7 times.
But I'm trying to get another interview with some other YouTubers, so I'm working on that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
So yeah, I hope I can. I hope I can get in contact with those people that I would love to interview. So
Yeah, that'd be cool and really good for you.
yeah. Okay, where do you want to start off?
We can do the NFL, NFC West predictions if you want first.
So guys, the NFC West is Niners, Rams, Cardinals, and who are the other team? Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, Seattle Seahawks.
I hate the Seahawks. I just have to tell you that right now.
Yeah, same here, but we all know what reason it's for.
Yeah. We all know the reason why. So we're not gonna get into the
Too much.
why I hate the Seahawks. So yeah, in that division, I have the Rams winning the division. I know they lost some key pieces on defense. Hey Eric, how you doing, my man? How you doing?
Hey, Eric.
Thank you for joining
Friday.
us. But yeah, like I said, the Seahawks lost. Maybe they lost the best player in the NFL. In Aaron Donald. We all know that he retired. So
yeah,
but I don't think he's really retired. I think he might come back in the middle of the season. If the Seahawks are in, like, no, if the Rams are in like a playoff run, I think he might come back.
So you think he just retired because he didn't feel like they were going to compete?
Yeah, he doesn't feel like going to training camp or mini camp. And you know these veterans, they don't like off-season stuff.
Yeah. But no, I like that theory. I'll roll with that one. That he'll come back in the middle of the season.
Yeah, so that's, but they have to be in playoff contention, which I think they are. They missed last year. They missed the playoff by one game.
Yeah,
They
that's why I
couldn't.
have them with like Seattle going
Yeah,
for the record, but you have them first. Unlike me, I have them second.
yeah. I had the Niners in second place. We don't know what's gonna happen to I forgot the receiver's name on the. Oh yeah, Brandon Ayuk. He wants to get out of San Francisco. We don't know if they're gonna trade him or keep him, or I don't know what they're gonna do. And they did lose some key pieces on defense. They lost Eric Armstrong on the defensive line, and they lost the linebacker. So that might hurt the Niners a little bit. So that's why I had them in second place.
Okay.
But I think they might make the wild card in the NFC.
Hank, you really think they're gonna fall off that hard?
Last year they won about 12 games, right?
Yeah.
I think they might be 10-7.
Okay. So that's about one less game that I have besides the
Yeah,
12-5 one if they go exactly the same. But I
yeah,
think that the 12-5 is the best case, and then and then 10-7 worst
yeah.
probably
So
for them.
who do you have in third place?
The Seahawks, I have them at 8-9.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have the Rams beating them the last game for the Rams to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, see, I had the Seahawks again at 9-8.
Yeah, I just had it flipped at 8-9. Yeah.
And it looks like we all agree that the Arizona Cardinals are going to be in last place.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be last. They lost
Yeah,
like two key
they
pieces.
lost both of the wide receivers. DeAndre Hopkins is not there anymore, and then they traded away Marquise Hollywood Brown. He's not there anymore. So I don't know who Kyler Murray's gonna throw the ball to.
And he's also coming back off an injury, so you don't really know
Yeah,
how he's going to
yeah. So you don't know what he's gonna
perform.
be. So yeah,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be a long year for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, and it's crazy because they went from being like bad, mediocre, and then they were good just for just a
Yeah,
tiny
they
bit,
were.
just for
Yeah,
a
they were.
tiny bit,
Yeah.
and then everything fell apart so fast.
Right after Kyler damaged his knee, that's when the team just went bad.
Yeah, and then they just released everybody. They're like, all right, we don't want to pay for all this stuff.
Yeah. No, I think they're in a rebuilding mode right now.
With Murray, you think like he's the cornerstone, or do you think they're gonna give him this year and see if he really is the guy, type of thing?
I think he has one more year left in Arizona. I think this might be his last year.
Yeah, if he doesn't show up and show out. And then again, it's asking a lot for someone who's coming off.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
wasn't an Achilles injury, right?
no,
Yeah.
no. I think he got an MC and an ACL.
Oh, two. Ouch.
But
Yeah,
after he suffered the ACL and MCL, he hasn't been the same. he does not look like the same quarterback.
And he's one of those quarterbacks that depends on their legs too much.
Yeah, it is.
Tag.
Hey,
What's up, Taylor?
Taterhead.
Taterhead.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. You've been sick.
Hopefully you feel better.
Yeah, man. I hope you feel better yet. But yeah, I mean, can Kyler Murray make rookie receivers better? That's the question.
Yeah, I flipped on that one. It's like, I don't know. He just doesn't have like the flashiness when it comes to his arm. A lot of the highlights you see are his like breaking out from tackles or scramble plays.
And I know they drafted Marvin Harrison Jr., but can he really be a impact player in his rookie year?
When did they draft him at?
I think 4th overall.
Like, yeah, that he has I guess a decent chance, but they also don't want to put so much on a rookie.
And look, there is pressure on him because of his last name, because of his dad.
Yeah.
His dad was a great wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts for many, many, many years with Peyton Manning.
Okay. Yeah. Man, that's hard when it comes to like father son stuff, and you're his son, and you got that pressure from your dad's legacy. We'll be getting to talk more about that for sure. With
Yeah, but for sure about that one.
later.
Yeah, but that is. I mean, it's hard to follow your dad's footsteps if your dad was a superstar.
Yeah, and there's always these like expectations for young kids, like, oh, your dad was this type of athlete.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should have more potential or more of a skill set,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
than other people. But it's like, you don't know. Their dad's at sports all the time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man.
He's not there all the time to train his son or even show him, even though his
Yeah,
son probably is into it and he was there. Not saying he wasn't, but I don't know. Just seeing from other parts of son athletes, the son, like father son thing, it doesn't always pan out when the son is making it to pros. And I think most of the time it is because of the pressure of their father's like legacies.
I know this team is not in the NFC West, but there is another rookie receiver that has to follow his dad's footsteps this year, and that is Jerry Rice's son for the the Los Angeles Chargers.
Man, they really should go back to saying it San Diego. I'm not used to that.
Yeah, I always say San Diego Chargers. I have to catch myself and go, wait. It's the LA Chargers. But yeah, like Jerry Rice was the biggest name in football, and you got to follow that legacy. That guy's gonna have a hard time.
Or even if he doesn't get like halfway, he's gonna get cooked.
Yeah, it's like
he's a bust. He's never did this. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's like your dad was like this as a rookie, but why can't you be like your dad? And that's not fair for these kids. It's not fair for any kid in any sport to follow a legacy made by their fathers or mothers or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's really unfair.
But but it's all part of the game. So
yeah, I was like, I guess we could transition into the Brony James one real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Like you said, like he'll be the first son and father duo in the NBA to play, which and like just to hear that is cool. But when I was telling you yesterday of like, man, the media is really, 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 really pushing this, shoving down people's throats. And like I told you, have college analysts and enthusiasts who really just love the college sport, who are
Mhm.
really good at analytics and all that stuff, saying like, man, some of the stats that he put in college or whatever, so a lot of people in his area didn't get drafted, you know. And it's like good for him for getting drafted. It's cool that he earned the opportunity because I still think he put in the work and stuff like that himself. Can't take that away.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't take that away from him.
Yeah. But the fact that there are guys who are higher recruits, better stars, all that stuff, they ain't getting half, and I mean half of the attention Brony James is getting. And again, nothing against him. This is all me kind of more slamming the media. Also because they were like talking about like, oh, the like, hypocrisy of like how LeBron James and all this stuff and like how they didn't want that and they thought it was like all the nepotism in the NBA for them wanting him and then them saying they don't want to do it and then as soon as it happens here they are talking about it
Oh yeah.
like it's just weird and I don't get it and then again all the pressure and all that stuff of them posting all his highlights everything his flaws like just let the kid develop and play. You know, they're nitpicking and pointing out way too much stuff. And again, he was drafted at the 55th pick in the second round. Like that's development right there. That's not
Yeah, that's not a starting
yes.
caliber.
Yeah. So I think he'll be a decent role player. His defensive skills are to me what make him excel and are his strong suits that I like to see from him. It's just he's just not offensively
Ready.
oh he's skilled, but it's not natural to him like other offensive players. So again, he's young. He has time to build that. It's just the media needs to hop off of him. I feel like let him grow, see those improvements because he's only scoring about 3 points a game, and every time you post that, oh, he sucks, blah blah blah. He's just getting a hang of it, you know. But
And,
again, it's because he's LeBron James' son. But that's where we're going, like you said, the father's legacies. It's been seeing like that pressure has just been doubled. It feels like from
oh
everyone.
yeah, for sure, man. Do you know how early did LeBron James get drafted? I know he was the first round pick, right?
Yeah, he was in the first round pick and the first pick of the 2005 draft. I want to say.
He was the first pick.
Yeah. Oh, he was. He was already like going through college. Like he was recruited. He was filmed. He was a star before he hit that NBA. Like he was big.
I
Like
know he
he
didn't
was
go to
big.
college.
Yeah. No, he went from high school straight to the NBA.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, LeBron James was big. Like news media. Like the way like they talk about like first round picks now. He was already like a superstar at that time out of high school. You know, there's a documentary about his life during that, and all that stuff with all his friends, and they also film his other players, but yeah, they already had camera crews following him when he was in high school.
wow.
Yeah, he's like the one athlete that people were like, yeah, this guy is going to be
So wait a
something.
minute. The Lakers were that bad.
No, he got drafted by the Cavaliers first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then he was with them for a while, and then he went to the Miami Heat. Then he went back to the Cavs, and then he
Yeah,
left the Cavs to go to the Lakers.
I remember him having like a big, huge free agency party where him, uh, Dwayne Wade, and Love, they all came together. We're gonna make a super team in Miami.
Yeah, Chris Bosh, and then Kevin Love joined
Yeah,
with him in Cleveland with Kyrie
yeah,
Irving. So yeah, it was Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh.
and didn't they win like 2 championships?
Yeah, they won too.
And then after that, he left for the Cavaliers
Yep, and won the championship there.
and won a championship there. And then he went to the Lakers.
Yep.
And did they win a championship yet?
Yes, when they won the COVID year, it's called
I don't count that.
a lot of people don't. it's weird because all the teams that were doing good before it shut down did bad. Like it
Yeah.
really flipped the league. Like my
Yeah,
Bucks
I
didn't
don't know
play the
what
best in the
happened.
bubble. But my Bucks were the best team before the bubble. We were on pace to have the second best, no, the third because of the other two, because of the Bulls and Warriors, but the third best record in NBA history. If the bubble on pace doesn't mean we would hit it, but we're on pace to.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened and it shut down. And the Lakers, even though they were planning to do good, they were not playing well at all.
Yeah. I
Before the bubble.
remember they were bad.
And then when the bubble happened, all those teams that were playing bad or mediocre were doing good, and all the good teams started they still played good, but it wasn't to par as they were.
But why do you think that happened?
Home court advantage, not being with your family, the break in between, they just lost their groove, their mojo. So I really think, and then teams that didn't have their groove were able to refine and like wipe off that horrible first half of the season that they had. So it was like almost a fresh start for those teams. So it just really killed the momentum, I think, of all the top tier teams.
Okay, yeah.
Like Boston, Milwaukee, the Sixers, the Nuggets, the Clippers. My bad.
Then who did you have? What team did you have winning the championship if the bubble didn't happen?
Would have been my Bucks. They were just the best team that year. That's
Okay.
People can say I'm biased, but just as an NBA fan, it was either going to, in my eyes, it was just like this year. It was either going to be the Bucks or Celtics out of the East, even though it was the Heat. I was wrong on both. But if the bubble didn't happen, yeah, I honestly do think the Bucks would have won. Just how dominant we were playing on like the regular season. We didn't really have too many questions besides Eric Bledsoe and a little bit of our bench. But again, just the pace we were playing at, we were just so much faster than teams. Our defense was swarming. That was the really big thing, is how good our defense was. We could attack the ball a lot. Transition, we were great defense on transition. Like it was just really impressive, and I just liked that, how much we attacked the ball. So that's why I believe so, because just how dominant defensively we were.
I forgot. So how many months did they have a break before they got back?
Playoffs end in early June, April, June, and the NBA season doesn't start till October.
No, I mean when the bubble season
the bubble season, they had 3 months before the bubble season stopped, like in between.
Oh,
I want to say it was a pretty big gap for the break of the season.
And did some of the players come back, or did
most players came back, and some players decided not to.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving was the biggest one.
So could that be the factor? Can that be part of the factor too?
Yeah, like there are certain role players for certain teams that also weren't there because they didn't want to be locked in a bubble. I don't remember if it was like another 2-3 months itself. They tried to finish the season. So I honestly think they should have just canceled the season, but
yeah, but you know
they need to make money. So yeah,
that COVID thing there.
Yeah. But my team won the championship after the bubble. So.
Yeah, after that. So
hopefully we'll get one. Hopefully we'll get one next year. So
hopefully.
So, yeah, and then now we can go, I guess, to the John Cena news.
Oh God.
Man.
Yeah. If you got the wrestling fan, it was all over the place. Hey, Jax. Yeah, happy Friday, dude. Yeah, he announced it last Saturday at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. He said that he's going to retire. but it's not really a retirement because he's gonna stick around for the 2025 season. So after 2025, he's gonna be retired. But he said he's gonna retire from the ring, but he's still gonna be part of the WWE backstage in some kind of a role, like a producer or a talent scout or whatever that is.
He could even be a writer for stories, but you don't know
Yeah,
if
that too. But we all know he also has a acting career, so he's gonna do more acting in movies and TV shows. That's keeping him a little bit busy. So,
which I'm excited to see. He's hit or miss with me when it comes to his movies, but I still enjoy seeing John Cena. So
yeah, me too.
yeah, I've luckily been able to see him 3 times in person. So
I see you're lucky. I never did. Never did.
hopefully he comes near you for maybe a last hurrah tour, like you said.
I hope. And I hope he wins one more championship so he can break the record.
Yeah, even though he said he doesn't want to break Ric Flair's, I think he should.
But you know,
he's the GOAT in my eyes.
You know he wants to.
Probably deep down in personally, but he's very humble, so you know he's not gonna say.
Yeah, nobody's gonna go. I want to break Ric Flair's record. Ric Flair is the greatest wrestler of all time, next to Hulk Hogan. But yeah, I would love to see John Cena break the record with his 17th championship.
I was like, that's my goat right there. Him and Randy Orton's definitely my goat, but him and Randy Orton.
Randy Orton needs to win the championship 2 more times. Because right now he's sitting at 15 championships, and the record is 17. And Ric Flair and John Cena is sitting on 16 championships right now.
I haven't seen a lot of discourse about people wanting Randy Orton to break it until he's shown the most consistency out of all the older guys.
And then but Randy Orton, he's a constant in the WWE.
Yeah.
Not like John Cena. John Cena's not in the WWE every single week like Randy is. Randy is on TV every single week on WWE programming.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with that conversation where I think just because, again, he puts the most time into it.
Yeah, he does.
His presence is like missed every time he gets hurt or whatever. I feel like they should give him 2 more runs, even a world title run too, you know, and that's the championship itself. But
yeah.
Maybe it doesn't have to be exactly done with the WWE championship, you know. But
yeah, but yeah, man.
One. It's gonna be weird. Like, I understand John Cena hasn't been around a lot, but I always watched because you just never know when he's gonna come back or whatever. And then that's another reason that kind of fell off. Besides just me not liking certain wrestlers, Logan Paul. Yeah, just the absence of some of those guys just made it really, really difficult and hard to watch.
You know, it's just like The Rock. Rock comes back, leaves, come back, leave. Yeah. And now Roman Reigns is doing the same thing as like The Rock. He's leaving, then he's coming back. He's leaving, and then he's coming back. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think the WWE should start pushing younger guys more often.
Yeah, I think they should too.
get more excitement back, thrills, people who can actually be an active champion, like being on shows, promoting, seeing themselves. Like when John Cena was in
Yeah.
his prime, that's why he was the best, because you saw him doing charity work on TV shows.
Oh
He was
yeah.
at all the shows
Oh
that you would
yeah.
go to.
Yes, they were.
And, like, just an active champion is the best champion for pretty anything, but especially for the WWE, because now they've been having, I call it like passive
Mhm.
champions too much. Like even the Miz was like when he had that very long reign, even though he was on the show every week and stuff like that, compared to other one, he barely had matches. Like it was
Yeah, yeah, you're
that's
right.
when that's when wrestling was really stale. But like at least WWE was really stale, like because of the passiveness they have with putting their champions in matches.
Well, I think that's because it was Vince McMahon running everything back then, but now they're calling it the Triple H era because he's controlling all the stuff in WWE right now.
Yeah,
And right now it's the hottest product since the Attitude Era.
and that's just because of what the in-ring action. Again, I haven't watched too much. I've been more doing like independent shows and
Yeah,
promotions.
now that the storylines are really good, way better than what it was 10 years ago. New athletes are coming in, old athletes are getting pushed out. So, yeah, it's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan. It really
Yeah,
is.
and even with me not paying attention to, not watching. I do pay attention to WWE, but not watching. Still, this has probably been the most exciting. Just the wrestling community has been with again AEW, TNA, a lot of again independent promotions
Oh,
with
yeah.
pro wrestlers that aren't contracted, and seeing all these things. Like there's a lot of former WWE wrestlers that are in the independent scene right now,
Oh, yeah.
going to different promotions. Again, I got to go see Chavo Guerrero at literally at a restaurant one. So like it was pretty cool. So like just the wrestling community's been on, I think, is on fire right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is.
And then that's a good segue to the next topic is WWE plus TNA.
Oh, man. Dude. This is, I'm like a little schoolgirl when when it comes to this. I am so happy that TNA is
Yeah.
working with the WWE. I know it's not the main roster. They're not in the main roster. That TNA is not going to show up on Raw or SmackDown.
It's going to be for NXT.
Yeah, they're showing up on NXT. But this happened once in two. This started in 2022, I believe, at the Royal Rumble, where the TNA Women's Champion Mickey James showed up at the Royal Rumble with the title, and she was one of the competitors in the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
and that's the first time that WWE programming and the announcers acknowledged a different wrestling company.
Yeah, that's how people realized that change was coming, because Vince McMahon wasn't there,
Yeah,
and we all know Vince McMahon's rule of you can't say any other promotions in the dang.
yeah. You cannot. Yeah, he would not let the wrestlers or the announcers say another promotion name or any of their talents.
And what always irked to me about that is it always took me out of like the illusion of wrestling. Like it felt more fake, I guess, when they wouldn't say like other promotions, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. And the reason why the first time the AEW came out, I know why wrestling fans like the AEW more than WWE, but when AEW came out, they acknowledged all the other wrestling promotions like TNA, New Japan Wrestling,
Ring of Honor too.
Ring of
You know what I'm saying?
Honor, and and they were the first one to open that forbidden door and let other people from different promotions come into AEW and wrestle for them. And
And,
yeah,
them going back to like really graphic wrestling with glass and blood and all that stuff.
like I don't know I don't know if you know Kenny Omega.
Know the name, just not like
Yeah,
what.
he was one of the founders of AEW. So he's like a president role in AEW, but
Okay.
he still wrestled for AEW. But he went to TNA wrestling program and he won the TNA heavyweight championship belt. And he was the first one to bring it to AEW TV. So he's the one that started this whole thing about the forbidden door opening, letting all the other wrestlers come in and go out. But I don't know what happened between AEW and TNA. They got into a fight or some kind of argument, and I think they
Probably
just,
like a contract money thing of like
yeah, I
Showtime
think they just,
wrestlers. Oh, you bring a wrestler on my thing. No, you bring it on my thing.
yeah,
So probably
yes.
just
So I'm like,
pettiness.
yeah, I don't know what happened. Then all of a sudden, you see one of the TNA women's champions coming to the Royal Rumble. I'm like, dang, okay,
Yeah,
it's a game changer.
that would definitely have confused me of like what?
I'm like, wait. The first time I heard that music come on, hardcore country for the Mickey James, I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? They're working with TNA now. So yeah.
So that's probably why TNA did it. They probably must have got like lowballed or something from from AEW,
Yeah, probably.
and then they probably went to WWE for something, and then or vice versa, where WWE saw or heard that it fell through with AEW and either swooped in, or TNA went to WWE and was like, "Hey, we had this idea with AEW. It fell apart. Would you guys like to partner up?"
Well, on
To
that, I think the new owners of the WWE is the owners of the UFC company, the TKO, who
yeah,
owns
TKO.
UFC, now owns WWE.
Oh, I don't know why I forgot about that. That was really big news last year.
Yeah, that was a big news because the WWE got bought out by TKO. And then they brought The Rock in as the CEO of the company for TKO. And then The Rock named Triple H the CEO of WWE. So they had a relationship already. And from then on, it's like, okay, we're going to work with other companies. It looks like WWE is working with TNA, and they're also going to be working with New Japan Wrestling too.
Which I'm excited. New Japan has probably some of the matches you'll ever see in
Oh man,
wrestling.
I love watching New Japan Wrestling.
Cause like I barely know any of the wrestlers. I probably should, but every time I watch highlights of their matches, I'm just like,
I mean, they hit hard.
And their acrobats are just
Oh,
their high flyers are top tier.
Yeah.
Japan has some of the best high flyers.
And some of the talent over there. Whew.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is like when a New Japan wrestler always comes to America, they just never transition well because of the promotions. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's the promotion's
Yeah,
fault.
you're right.
They just don't get put. They don't get pushed enough most times because of the language barrier. But I think that's all. But yes, they should always get a translator. That'd be fun. That'd be funny. Get a translator, translate everything. You have a skit or where their enemy hits their translator and he can't talk for himself or something. So then he just goes and starts wrestling or fighting. Like, there's so much like stuff you can do with that.
But you know who I'm really disappointed in not? The WWE signed Shinsuke Nakamura like a couple years back, and they're not using it as much as they should.
He's very charismatic in the way he has his presence, you know.
I mean, the first time he came into the WWE, they were pushing it hard.
I just don't think he resonated with enough Western fans, like in the long terms, like merch wise. I think
you might be right about that.
I think that's like that's WWE's biggest downfall is they almost like they'll scrap, like they might have someone who's favorited, but if he gets more merch sales or like another wrestler, they'll go and forget the guy that they want to push and go after that guy, even though that guy might, even if the fans love him, he might not be skilled enough or his story just isn't there, but they'll still push that person instead and forget about the guy that actually has the charisma and all that stuff, you know. Like, man, this is the problem being not watching wrestling. But that guy with the glasses, he's like the new modern rock almost. He's not really a good wrestler, but he's really good on the mic.
Oh, you mean
the best.
LA Knight?
Thank you. LA Knight, yes. Like people are saying like the WWE seems like they're pushing him more than Shinsuke. And it's just like,
well, LA Knight busted balls to get to WWE. I remember when he wrestled for TNA back in 2011. He was the hottest thing on TNA. And he for some reason, he never changed his gimmick. He brought the same gimmick over to the WWE, but they just changed the name.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I see him way more of him stuff, but like people like him a lot, but people I guess don't like him as an in-ring wrestler. Like I guess he spots a lot, so
yeah. Now he's having a feud with Logan Paul.
I'm cheering for him. Let's go, LA Knight. Forget everything I said. Let's go.
Because Logan Paul is the United States champion.
Still, that's tragic.
So LA Knight is going after the U.S. title.
And I'm so shocked well, not really, but I'm so shocked the WWE has Logan Paul still with all the scam stuff he's going through right now in the lawsuit.
Yeah, but you know, I understand that's his personal life, so it shouldn't affect his wrestling career.
But I don't even think he should have a wrestling career, if I'm being honest. That's just straight up.
But look at his brother. His brother never should have had a boxing career.
Hey, there's still a chance. I want him to. I think they both shouldn't be famous people. Like Lily, that's like I never really do boycotting or anything like that too much, but yeah, that was like the draw of wrestling. I didn't like what was going on. They focused less on in-ring action and more about promos. And don't get me wrong, the WWE has always been about promos, but they used like the Attitude Era. It was a great balance of great shit talking and getting in your face.
Oh yeah,
and great in-ring action that still kept you there for the build-up of the story now you get to see the climax of it. Now it's just like, especially before COVID and the COVID years, it was just almost all
yeah,
talking.
it was horrible.
So, and then I was like, then Logan Paul came. I was like, all right, I'm done. Bye.
But man, that now wrestling is the highest it's
Oh yeah,
ever
like
been.
I got back into it, especially when The Rock and the press conferences with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Like, that
Yeah,
was really good.
yeah.
That was really, really good storytelling. And like,
Oh,
I
it
watch,
was.
I watch highlights and stuff now because I get to pick and choose and stuff.
Yeah, it was. Though that was I, that was perfect execution in the storyline. I mean, it had everything. It had drama. It had action. It had.
It would have been funny though if The Rock won, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it would have. But yeah, the wrestling is on top right now.
Yeah, I'm very excited about what the future holds for a lot of these stuff. I just hope it doesn't get monopolied like other sports programs and other things are doing, where they just
Well,
all get bought out. But that would be a very, very long time before
well,
that happens.
now people can't watch Monday Night Raw anymore. But Monday Night Raw is moving to
Netflix.
Netflix. So some people are pissed off because it used to be on cable TV. And if you had cable TV, you could watch it. Now you can't watch Raw because it's not going to be on cable TV. It's going to be on Netflix.
Which I kind of disagree with that. That should always be on cable TV.
Yeah, they should have.
I don't know what it like. We had this conversation last week, but like I don't know what it is like with these sports organizations and stuff. I get it's money. That we all know that it's money, but like
Yeah,
they're
it's always
they're
money.
dividing and separating their fan bases. They're
Yeah,
closing
it
off
is.
half of their fan base just like that.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
is.
I wouldn't say it's gatekeeping because they're not, but yeah, they're just closing off fans, and I guess to make it. But like you said, a lot of people are not gonna want to pay extra money to go to a service, no matter if they really like it or not. They'll probably do what I
Yeah,
do and just watch the highlights then on
yeah, you can
YouTube.
watch the highlights on YouTube.
And that's how I'm able to skip Logan Paul now and be able to keep up because I like everyone else. Sorry,
But
he's gonna be
man,
the punching bag for today's episode. I'm just
but I was excited this Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday, I watched NXT,
yeah.
and on Thursday nights, I watch TNA.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know they moved to Thursdays.
yeah, so the last Tuesday, I got to see Joe Henry show up from TNA. We saw the little rascals show up on NXT to
Whoa.
to reunite with one of the members that left TNA to go to NXT. They came to reunite.
That's cool. That's
And
cool.
that was the coolest thing too. It got a big pop. I mean, the whole arena was like shocked. Those guys.
Yeah. It's like we've always had like wrestling fans have always dreamed for like crossovers for so long.
Yeah.
And then to see like again, like you said, a group get split up because of contract stuff and all that things and opportunities. Yeah. Of course it's gonna pop. I used to create WWE characters from different promotions and then put them on and make entrances and stuff. So
I mean, yeah, back in the day, that was the only thing that we could do is like make our own characters from different promotion and put it into the game. But
yeah,
now
like
it's coming. Now it's like real life. We get to see these matches, and that's great for the business.
yeah, that's probably that's the thing that's getting me excited about this stuff. And who knows, maybe even if it's like someone on TNA, they could end up on SmackDown or Raw, like
Yeah, you never know.
like a war thing almost, like they did in the 90s.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Like the storyline can go where like it's like a WWE star like fucks over a TNA superstar, and then a TNA roster gets mad and then goes up to WWE roster or does something, and then WWE doesn't like it, and you just have a nice back and forth. Like,
Actually, I can't wait for the Survivor Series this November.
ooh, they could do they could do a TNA versus NXT
No, I'm thinking about TNA
versus
versus
WWE.
Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Oh,
So have a
4v4,
four-way. Yeah, have a four-way team Survivor Series.
5v5.
Yeah, 5, 5, 5, 5.
That'd be amazing. I would tune in for that one, especially if you said Peacock.
That would be a dream match.
And yeah, ugh, I just imagining that, man. That's crazy. That'd be crazy.
But wouldn't it be a great dream match if AEW also worked with WWE?
And then you bring back the sixth cornered ring from TNA.
From TNA?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome, though.
That'd be fire. You know, the match I wish WWE brought from TNA was the extreme match, the X match, where they would have the poles go up and it would create it's like a ladder match,
Yeah, it's the X
They'd have the
division.
poles and then the wire that makes an X, and they would climb it.
Yeah,
and then,
it's the X division match.
Yeah, X division. Yeah, that's what it's called. The reason I like that match the most is because of Suicide. When he would be in that match a lot. Jeff Hardy would be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Suicide was my favorite wrestler. And
you know, Suicide wasn't a real wrestler until the game came out. The game came out and had the character Suicide.
mm-hmm.
Then they put the Suicide character in real life.
Yeah, because he got so popular.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he was the most played character I had. You're talking about the PlayStation 2 game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one I had.
But I do have a breaking rumor to tell everybody.
Oh, breaking news!
It looks like AJ Styles might be showing up in TNA next month on TV.
Ooh.
AJ Styles was the face of TNA back in the early 2000s and the late 2000s.
Yeah, and he also had one of my favorite theme songs when
Yeah, when you heard that music, you knew he was. And also a 3-time TNA World Champion.
You would think he just because he was the face, he'd been more, but they put him in a lot of other matches and help him boost like other superstars.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think they should have done it with John Cena a lot more. Is help John Cena boost a lot of the young guys.
Yeah, they should have.
And then saying for John Cena to lose, but at least get into good bouts with them, show that they have good skills on the mic and in ring. And if they could last with John Cena, then they get pushed a little more. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing what happened with John Cena. When John Cena first started, his first opponent was Kurt Angle.
And I guess he did some stuff he wasn't supposed to do, made himself look better, and he got pushed.
Yeah. And that was started the ruthless regression era in the WWE.
Yeah, it's so funny though to see that video of him coming out in tighty whities instead of shorts.
Yeah. And he was hella young. And he was so muscular back in the day. It's like
John Cena's always been huge, but yeah, he was definitely more.
Right now, he doesn't look huge at all.
Nah, he's definitely winding down.
Yeah,
he's 50 now, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's lifting that much weight anymore.
No,
So
yeah, he
yeah,
definitely wants to settle down.
yeah. So yeah, and he's already 47 years old. Also, so
Sheesh.
yeah, he's getting
47.
up there. Yeah, he's getting up there in age. So,
He's like, I don't want to be like my other peers and retire at 50. I want to retire before.
yeah, I mean, look at Ric Flair. He's broke right now. That's why he has to keep on working. And
Well, didn't he have really bad like gambling and spending problems earlier on in his life?
yeah, he did. And too many ex-wives.
I'd do it for sure.
And too many child support.
Yeah.
He has over 12 kids.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
It was something my dad.
And he's still working at the age of 74.
So is he just doing like independent shows now?
Oh, he was with AEW.
Okay. Yeah, that's the last time I saw him, but I didn't even see him there. Is he hurt
But
or?
yeah, but after Sting retired, it looked like Ric Flair left AEW, and now I don't know now what he's doing.
Okay.
And but now he has all these legal battles because he did something at a bar that he shouldn't have. So yeah, it's just a headache.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan of any company.
Oh yeah, like I said in the indies, if you guys are otherwise watching, go get if you have a local wrestling show in your town, go support them. They're pretty fun.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I love independent. I mean, you don't know who might show up at these independent wrestling matches.
I was like, yeah, Rikishi was at one too.
Yeah,
So yeah, well, I guess Milwaukee has a lot of good ones.
oh yeah, oh
Besides my
yeah.
friend that's a wrestler, Jaden Reed is another wrestler who I got to meet there. He was just on TNA too a little
Oh
while ago.
really?
So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we were gonna have a special guest for you guys today, but I don't know what happened. He didn't show up or something.
Yeah, plans or something. He was
But
live, but not live. He was on or way earlier. So, but it's probably because I hit him up late as well.
hey, Team SOS,
Up
how you
to
doing, my
so
man? All right, what is the next topic? I think we talked about wrestling too much.
yeah. The next topic is the Bucks summer league schedule. So not really a long one, but
All right, go for it.
so our first game is this Saturday at 3:30 against the Chicago Bulls. You can see it on NBA TV or ESPN. They should have it on both, but all four games are televised. Then Sunday at 2:30 we verse the Cavaliers. Then Tuesday at 9 we verse the Los Angeles Clippers. Then Friday at 3 o'clock we verse the Suns. They released the roster for it. It's all young guys. The thing I'm gonna tell you, like, if you guys do watch the games, the players to look for out are Marjon Beauchamp, AJ Johnson, Chris Livingston, and Tyler Smith. That's pretty much it. Just because those are the guys that will be on the Bucks roster, and then the young guys. So I want to see how they develop, how they react with all this new fast pace, especially our two rookies. And then I want to see how my guy is going to be Chris Livingston. We drafted him last year. He was a 5-star recruit in high school, but when he went to Kentucky, he kind of fell off scoring wise. But he's a great size, great athleticism, built. He could probably be a linebacker in the NFL. Built like this kid is strong. Like he's strong. So I want to see how he develops the John Horst, our GM, has been talking him up about how much work he's been putting in, and that they do want to utilize him. So hopefully he doesn't get traded, and we do see him develop. If he can get that mid-range jumper or in his 3-point shot like he was in high school. He was a 5-star recruit, and most of those guys, most of the time, become stars, or at least on the verge of being stars. So I'm not expecting that from him, but just if he can pan out for anyway, especially defense and rebounding, which the Bucks need, I'll take that. But I'm excited. I haven't been excited for Summer League in a long time.
Okay.
Because of how many young guys we have to develop.
Oh, cool.
And for other Bucks fans that are serious, AJ Green will not be joining the Summer League team. They have confidence in him that he's developed enough where he potentially might be the Bucks starting shooting guard. So I'm excited for that. I would like to see him in Summer League, but I get it. He's shown himself enough where he deserves not to go to Summer League. Another thing, we have, I'm going to butcher his name, but I'm just going to say his first one. We have I want to say Greece or Turkey or Serbian, one of those three he plays for. It's because I haven't heard him for a while. We drafted him 2 years ago, and he was really young, but he has an overseas contract that he's fulfilling and developing before the Bucks bring him over. A lot of teams do this where they'll draft an overseas player, have them go through their stuff really young, and develop them there. And if they pan out, then they'll bring them. If they don't, then it's a like low risk, high reward type of thing with him. And he's a point guard, but he's very skilled and has already high IQ. He just has to develop muscle and become better offensively. So I guess there's 5 young guys.
Okay.
For Bucks fans to pay attention to for this Summer League.
All right. Cool. Yeah, guys, I don't know nothing about basketball, so.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll be getting into episodes more before the season starts of going through rosters of more teams, especially when training camp goes down and they start making those final cuts, just like we will with the Packers and football. But because you don't know as many rosters, I'll help you go through that so you can learn teams more and players.
Oh, don't worry about that, Manuel.
No, you're good, dude. As long as you're here and you enjoy it and watch.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're all good. You're not late for nothing. We took like about 30 minutes talking about WWE and TNA.
Yeah. You could definitely tell that we were looking forward to that subject.
I was. We got for the
the Detroit Pistons. They got a lot of decent players. You guys are not going to be scrubs this year for sure. Again, you guys are the New York Jets of the NBA. So
really.
Not winning wise, but just being very unlucky with, like, they spend a lot of money on a lot of decent players and they just never, ever pans out. Never for them. Ever since they won those championships in the early 2000s, Detroit has just been mediocre to very bad.
Oh, good God.
That's and then they had one optimistic year with Blake Griffin, and that was just awful.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, but no, this year, they signed Kate Cunningham to a 5-year max extension, and they signed Tobias Harris. They signed my former Buck Malik Beasley, who led the Bucks in 3-pointers. So, I do think that the Pistons they might not be playoff teams, but they might be a play-in tournament team that could potentially get them into the playoffs. But I call them a fringe playoff team right now. It's just they haven't have anything from the last couple of years to build off. So this is we have to see what happens here. Call the WWE is back up to her extremely promising.
Oh, cool. Cool. I'm happy for you.
No. You gotta make that money, dude.
Yeah, you gotta make the money somehow.
But yeah, no, I don't know if we want to go on another WWE tangent because I would, but yeah, I'm excited for that, man.
Man, it's Daniel. Like I said, it's great to be a wrestling fan right now. It really is.
Do you think do you think it's a money contract partnership, or you think it's just like we're just allowing wrestlers to go back and forth now type of thing?
I think it's not about the. Well, of course, it has a little bit to do with money, but TNA is really a small company, and they're not getting the exposure like the bigger wrestling companies. So I think that's why TNA is working with WWE for the exposure, so they can get more people to watch their brand.
Yeah, I used to watch TNA on Spike TV, but Spike TV no longer exists, so I don't know.
Yes. Well, they were on Spike, then they moved to American TV, then they moved to
I didn't
some
even know they
other
moved.
channel,
I didn't even know they moved to American TV.
and now they moved to Access Television, where if you have Direct TV, it'll be on channel 340.
Yeah, I don't even think I don't even know. I just know where I just use cable for Bucks and football.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
In NBA. But I don't know, maybe TNA should just move to YouTube. I know Ring of Honor does that and they've been getting exposure. I know they just they do TV deals too, but they do both.
yeah, they do
But I
both.
also haven't seen Ring of Honor on YouTube in a while, so that also could have changed. All right.
Yeah, but Ring of Honor is owned by Tony Khan, who owns AEW.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's like the sister brand of AEW.
Okay. Do you think maybe until the TNA and WWE stuff, you'll see maybe Ring of Honor wrestlers go to AEW? Because I know Evan Bourne was.
You're talking about Ring of Honor guys going to the AEW?
Yeah.
They already are.
See, guys, this is how you know I don't watch it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're already showing up on AEW, and vice versa. AEW guys are going down to Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that's cool. We're at a nice spot with wrestling.
Oh yeah, we are. It's totally.
And like I said, those independent shows. I'll be posting more stuff on that too, because there's a couple in Milwaukee that do a couple of really extreme wrestling, like hitting light bulbs over people's heads. I send you a couple of videos like that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I really don't get into that kind of wrestling. I think that's a little too much for me.
Yeah, it's wild though. I think that's
there's so much blood in that kind of wrestling. It's like,
yeah, and then you get hit with a glass when it breaks because it goes in the air.
I'm like, what? You don't have to do
that. I was like, I went to one when you can't see it. I bet if I put it, but one of the guys has like a wooden stick that he carries, and his name's the Yeti, and he came because he's dressed in fur, but he came over and he was just like, yeah, and he hit my finger with the stick and like ripped skin off, and I was bleeding like bad. I was like, dang, yeah. And then that same night, I got hit in the head with glass from like, and I thought I was a distance away, but no, that thing's traveled pretty far. Like, this goes wild.
Ouch.
Yeah, and then that was the second time I went there, and I was like, yeah, I'm sold. I'm coming back.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But now I stay far. A little bit farther from the ring.
Yeah, I can't wait until next Tuesday night.
for NXT.
Yeah, the dream match.
Who's
Dream
his name?
match. It's a 3-on-3. It's the Rascals
Okay.
versus the Gallus brothers. Yeah, they're from Ireland. The
Okay.
three brothers from Ireland.
I was like, I have not heard that name before.
And they hit hard.
Oof. Are they almost like Sheamus? Are they brutes? Like big guys?
Oh, yeah, they are. Yes, they are.
Oh, man, I might have to tune in then. Or watch the
Oh,
highlights
man, you
after.
got to tune in on Thursday night. No, Tuesday night. For NXT.
Ooh. That's gonna be a nice one then.
And for some reason, NXT is pushing Joe Hendricks. He might be the first guy to win the NXT championship and take it to TNA.
Oh wow, that'd be
That would be awesome.
Oh man, it's really like I don't know. It's really weird to see this because I always thought that the WWE and just wrestling and that aspect because the WWE has so much like power of how casual people reciprocate wrestling as if it's like again blowing up. Is it hot right now? And right now it's hot, but I didn't see I didn't think the day would come because Vince McMahon was doing such a good job of burning just wrestling in general to the ground of having those really dumb restrictions of the 6-month period of if a wrestler leaves, they can't go to another one. And then you have those promotions losing theirs to WWE, but then WWE not pushing those people. And then it just became so stagnant and just was like a lot of people were waiting for something to happen.
Well, the contract thing is still there. When somebody gets released, they have a 90-day that they can't wrestle for 90 days for different companies. That is still there.
They shortened it though. It's no longer 6
Yeah,
months.
I think they shortened it to about 60 days.
Okay, yeah, because it was almost a half a year where people couldn't go and stuff. So I'm glad they did that.
And now there's a big star after that WWE released, and his name is Ricochet.
Oh, yeah, I've heard Ricochet.
So we don't know where he's gonna go. He might come back to WWE with a bigger contract that he wanted, or he might show up on AEW. But I don't think he's gonna go to TNA.
No, probably not. You know who I want the WWE to redeem themselves with and give love to, even though he's not with them? Shelton Benjamin.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, Shelton is a great wrestler there.
I just don't think he never got the push he deserves. Like to be honest, he's in my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. Like I just love his in-ring skills. I just feel like I know he had some injuries that also prevented him, but I kind of feel like they're almost Finn Balloring him. Like our Finn Balor is like just the new Shelton Benjamin because Finn Balor got hurt. They gave his championship to Seth Rollins, and then ever since he's just kind of been there. He's just there. It feels like yeah. But Finn Balor has so much.
Oh yeah.
Like what is the word? He's just so he's electrifying. There you go. Like Finn Balor is so electrifying, and I also agree that they shouldn't have killed the Beast gimmick of his, the demon.
The demon.
The demon gimmick of him.
I love that gimmick.
Yeah, I just think because again I love Finn Balor. I just don't want the same thing that happened to Shelton Benjamin to him. But Shelton Benjamin is still athletic as hell.
Oh yeah,
in great shape. They brought Bobby Lashley back, redeemed themselves with him. Now they got to do it with Shelton Benjamin.
Well, Shelton just got released by WWE about 5 months ago.
Then he has to go to AEW and be a champion. I just want to see him be a champion.
But I
And I
wouldn't
did not
mind.
know.
I would love to see him in TNA.
That's why I watched him the most when he went to TNA. Because they gave him actual opportunities to win.
Oh yeah. And just Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah,
He also got released by WWE about 6 months ago.
that's tragic. I love
But
Dolph.
now he's wrestling for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, okay. Does he still go by Dolph Ziggler, or is his name
No,
different?
he's going by his real name, Nick Namath,
Okay, yeah.
which is his real name, and his real brother is also wrestling for TNA.
Okay. So I got notes I gotta put for myself to watch a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. Just go to YouTube, type in TNA Impact Wrestling, and they have a whole list of matches. It's great.
Save that for
Manuel says the gold standard. Speaking of which, did you watch him in an interview with? No, I have not seen the interview yet.
No, but I also
I will
write
check
that
it
down
out.
for me to watch later. Cause I'm interested. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think the WWE had like I don't know. He's so good at ladder matches. Like he's such a highlight reel. He was Kofi Kingston before Kofi Kingston. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he was.
like, he was the human highlight reel. Like, and I just again they didn't push him enough. I feel like he could have had a great feud with Edge.
Yeah, he could have, but
But they didn't. And then now Edge is
it was
on
all
AEW.
it's all politics.
Yeah, I feel like WWE doesn't push their African American athletes enough. It only took this year for the first black WWE Women's Champion or something like that at WrestleMania.
No, that was like a couple of years ago when Bianca Belair won it.
Yeah, so that was 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
3 years ago, I believe.
3 years ago. Yeah, that's still too soon for that to happen, And then it was Kofi Kingston before that. Like, come on now. Like,
it was Kofi Kingston who won it. Then next it was
Big E, right?
Big E Langston. But the only guy that never won the heavyweight championship though in a group is Xavier Woods of the New Day.
Yeah, I still see him being a champion.
But every single member of the New Day except Xavier Woods had the heavyweight championship though.
There was a period where he was before Kofi did, but he got that leg injury.
Yeah, he got a leg injury, and then something happened, and they never pushed him back up to the main event status.
Yeah, they should definitely give him, I guess, a chance to finish out like having one of the greatest tag teams. Is X-rated? Remember? Yeah, yes, I remember. A little too much.
Yes, I remember that too. I do not want to think about it.
Maybe that's why he doesn't want.
I don't want to think about it. We're not going to go there. That's a whole different story. We're not going to go there.
This video will get for sure taken down.
I don't want to get demonetized. I work too hard for this channel. He's getting it where it is right now. So, yeah.
We got one more topic.
Go for it.
The biggest, not the biggest, but like big differences of the pros and cons between the NFL and the NBA that you notice and I notice, and maybe someone in the chat, like how
I
they run
noticed.
stuff.
I noticed in basketball, the referees let them get away with way more stuff than what NFL referees.
Yeah, the NFL is definitely more pickier with their calls, and
Yeah,
maybe a little too picky. That's when they get the bad calls, and then with
yeah.
the
I'm
NBA,
like, just let them play.
yeah, and then with the NBA, it's they don't call enough. So it's like those are
Yeah,
bad calls and wrong calls.
yeah,
So it's like both leagues do the same thing, but just on the opposite
yeah. On the
spectrums
opposite side.
of calls. It's weird. Another thing, I feel like the NFL is bad when it comes to like players who break laws, whatever. But
Mhm.
I think they're not. You guys are not as lenient as the NBA. Like
Yeah,
again,
no.
the NBA right now has, from what I know, there could be more people, but from what I know, there's 3 players who have abuse charges that are still in the league, and I know the NFL wouldn't
Oh
take
yeah,
that and
yeah,
kick them
yeah,
out.
yeah. NFL wouldn't. That doesn't fly with the NFL.
Yeah, and I wish the NBA did that, especially until like again, they're even though sports don't really have to take that burden or whatever, but they're inspirational to young kids and everything like that. You don't want people who are abusive on. Yeah,
So
I'm not saying not at all, but I'm just saying they'll handle it more than the NBA will.
yeah,
Like the
they would.
NBA will make them go to therapy and that's it. The NFL might suspend them for a year or two and then bring them back, or like
Oh yeah.
that. Like the NBA will, like Miles Bridges, who hit his girlfriend in front of his kids twice, still in the NBA, and is about to get is about to get a max contract, and he
So
shouldn't even be in the league.
so he didn't even get suspended for a game or
No, he got
anything.
suspended, but it was only for like a month.
That's it.
Yeah, people are like, then you should have suspended him at all. If that is, it's like, how's he gonna learn? They said he had to go to get counseling, but like he didn't do counseling for. He did counseling for 1 summer.
And did he get fined?
He got fined and stuff, but like that's still not enough. Like again, Ray Rice, then the whole elevator situation.
Yeah, so
That was a one-time situation that they both said. Even though I technically don't really believe that until they both said they were abusive to each other. Anyways, but that was one time caught. With this player, they have him 2 times, and also in the world with protecting kids against abuse and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You would think they would follow the money of, hey, maybe we shouldn't televise these people,
Yeah.
And I'm also there for redemption and people changing, but he only had half of a summer and missed 1 month of play.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's not discipline.
That says Tyreek literally beat his wife and kids, and then texted her lawyer, threatening her again. Yikes!
Dang. See, and I didn't even know that for a while.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that either. Damn.
That's crazy. That's real crazy. See, and I'm not. Hey, I'm not gonna be hypocritical. As much as he's talented, get him out.
Yeah, no, yeah. Suspend them for like a whole year or something.
Like
without pay.
Is again, even though people don't ask for this stuff or whatever like that, these people are too much into a public position where they are idolized and looked upon to take responsibility.
Well, Jack, AB is a whole.
And besides the Raiders and Patriots, they did ban him from the league. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's a whole different story. That guy there's something wrong with his head.
Yeah, he generally needed professional.
That guy needs help.
Like all these people who do this stuff need professional help, but he was actually spiraling down, like.
But AB,
like mentally, like They said because of concussion, he had a brain
Yeah,
problem,
he's
or it's like
yeah,
though give me. I'm messing up my words, but like the signals just weren't connecting in a
yeah.
certain part of his
So
brain.
with AB, that's a whole different story. The
Yeah,
guy,
but
yeah, the guy is just nuts.
yeah, and then he almost ruined the Arena Football League with his shenanigans and buying all that stuff.
He didn't even pay his players.
Yeah, he didn't. No. And then he didn't even show up to like practices and games, and then he wanted to play in a game and then couldn't, and like it was just so messy.
But he got the team kicked out of the league because he didn't pay the fine.
Yeah, and not only did he cost himself a living, all again those players, those
Yeah,
people who are trying to.
Yeah, the other guys lost their living too.
Yeah, he's just reckless, all because of his mental.
ABD4 is nothing short of it. A POS, and he's getting. Yep.
Yeah, he's like the one good like thing of like karma is coming back at him for all the
Oh
stuff
yeah.
that he's done, which
Oh yeah.
again, let's celebrate that. Woo!
Now he's trying to get a rapping career.
Awful, by the way, awful. His music is awful. As much as I love rap and hip hop,
Oh yeah.
his music made me wanted to cut my ears off like that one comedy movie from the
Yeah,
early
but
2000s.
what is the guy gonna do? He filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah,
He made millions and millions, and he had no money left.
that's crazy. All of us, you, me, and everyone in the chat would not waste millions of dollars like he did. We all deserve that.
Hey, Manuel, yeah, you have a great day at work, man.
For every single enemy we have. Yes, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, I like that, man.
Yeah, Manuel.
I like
All
that.
right, you have a good day at work, man.
Oh yeah.
And thank you for coming in for a little
We
while.
appreciate you, bro.
Right.
That's all the topics too.
I think that's it for today's show.
Oh yeah, especially that the wrestling one was.
Oh yeah, that went a little bit over time. Jackson, I forgot who said it, but it was an NFL GM. He said, if Hannibal let the current running 4x4 would say he had to. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm with Emmanuel on that one. Anywho, night.
All right, yeah. On that note, goodbye. I just wanted to, if any of you guys did not watch my interview with Tom Grossi, go see it, please.
Yeah, it was really good. Again, I'm gonna probably watch it again for the 8th time today.
Yeah. Tom did not have to give me his time, but he did. So I really appreciate that from Tom.
He's really dope for that.
And he helps out with the channel a lot.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, he's the only reason that my channel is even blowing up.
And he's also a big reason that we met too. So
I just want to say, everybody, go show Tom Grossi some love. Give him a thumbs up on his videos, and just comment on his videos that the Seven Party Gamer sent you. That'd be great.
Yeah, appreciate you guys, and appreciate Tom so much for the good he does in this community.
So anyway, guys, we are gonna wrap up. It was a great show today. I have a great co-host, so thank you.
Hey, thank you. And Jay, of course, is amazing. One of the most humble people, sweet as hell. Funny too. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel, guys.
And you'll be seeing a lot of us in the future.
Oh yeah.
So that's it. But like I always say, stay safe, be positive, and the motto: always go Pack.
Pack, go.
And we'll see you next week. All right, guys. You guys have a great weekend. And I'm not doing Q&As anymore on Friday nights because I can't do these 2 live streams back to back. It's getting tiring, so I'm moving all my Q&As to Saturday nights.
Oh, okay.
But
this way, it makes it where you can do Q&As and wrestling now.
Yeah, but when there's like a big WWE pay-per-view on Saturday nights, we're not gonna do any Q&As because we're gonna stream live premium events for WWE. But when there's not a WWE event going on, then we'll be having the Q&As. So that's the change of the plans for now for the summer. And the summer is almost over, but but yeah. And on August 3rd, we'll be watching SummerSlam.
Ooh, I will be here. I'll be at family night for that. I'll be at Packers family night.
Oh, August 3rd? Oh,
yeah,
dang.
That's when their family night is. But I'll be recording videos for the channel and stuff, so.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We will talk to you soon. We'll talk to you
next week, Friday.
But tomorrow night, there is going to be a Q&A. So, I hope you guys are here for that. But if you're not, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you Friday.
Yep, see you Friday, guys.
All right, guys. You have a great one.